Are you guys interested in a
Yeah,
spiritual reading?
That's what attracted me.
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So which part? The dream interpretation or spiritual reading? Okay.
Everything.
Awesome.
Like, hey.
Parking in the shade. All right, perfect. Yay, we made it. We're helping our friend move in. Actually, we're actually helping her to hang stuff. I already said that.
So hot.
It is so hot. Woohoo. Just got finished putting, well, we didn't even finish, but a majority of the pictures and mirrors and a curtain up at our friend's house. So that took, I don't know, maybe 3 hours? 4 hours?
2.5.
Oh, close. 2.5 hours. But no, she's got a beautiful looking apartment with mirror and pot holder too. We put some pot holders and curtains. So, yay! A big majority of it got completed. Didn't complete the whole task. Now we're off to the John and Carol Are Not conference, which should be pretty cool. I don't mind. All right, arrived here downtown. I'm gonna get out, meet my friends, and see where everything goes. It should be a wild and crazy, adventurous ride. So, woohoo! Let's go. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Angel.
I tried looking
I guess, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right. So for me, I close my eyes, Phil. How do you usually get spiritual readings?
I look at and see the person.
Okay.
And some jumps out at me.
Okay. So I'm going to close my eyes. You don't have to. And that's how. He shows me pictures. Lots of pictures. So I think I'm going to go for care first. And then I'll go after you, Angel. So, Father, I just thank you for care. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So, what I saw was you were actually on like a light on a side of a building, and you were just sitting there, tucked in just tucked up like this, and you were just like really bummed out, really sad. And I was like, what in the world was that all about? And I just felt like I feel like there's a lot of things that
counteract it.
yes, and so you feel very alone in that. Like you're all alone doing these things. You're all alone caring for people. All alone dealing with your problems. All alone. Like there's a lot of solitude, and you don't really have a lot of good friends, good places to confide in, to release some of this sorrow that's inside you. And there's a pain there. And actually, it's actually deep. There's some deep pain in there that really needs to get out of there because it's keeping you from your created purpose. All right. I don't know if that rings a bell at all.
It might.
Do you feel sometimes that you're a lot of the time in solitude?
Yeah, of course I do.
Okay.
Like a lot of the time I don't like to believe people when they tell me this, but it related a lot to what I thought in my heart.
Yeah.
So when you told me this, I'm like, is this guy just messing around, or is he like I kind of know or something?
Yeah.
But like it related.
Okay. All right. So.
What an eventful evening. We're able to really just spread the love of God. It's really powerful stuff, good stuff. Some guys over here are like watching me vlog right now. So I don't know if you can see them there, but they're in the car, they're all waving. A recap of the different kind of spiritual readings that happened for me. There was 3 of us, and then John's younger granddaughters were there. Colleen and her friend showed up. I cannot remember her name, and I'm sorry. The first one that I remember with the spiritual reading, and I don't remember the order, but she was just sitting on the curb, and I just felt like I needed to go over there and talk to her. She was open to a spiritual reading, and I ended up getting like bicycle gears, and I just was wondering if that had meant anything to her. And I also saw a unicycle, like it was like bicycle with a unicycle, and first I asked her if a bicycle meant anything to her, and she was like, yeah, actually that's how I get around. That's all I have is a bicycle, my sole mode of transportation. And I was like, oh wow. She's like, wow, that's pretty remarkable that you just saw that. So she was really encouraged about that, and I just told her it was really about the Father knowing her, knowing that this is important to her, that this is a critical part of her life, that he sees that, he knows that he's interested in her, and she was really encouraged by it. And then I told her I saw the unicycle, and told her it was this balancing act that she's kind of doing in her life right now, and how like sometimes she almost feels like she's going to fall over. And I was telling her that, and she's like, yeah, that's where my life is right now. And I'm like, okay. And I really believe God was wanting to let you know that he's there. He's in all of that. He hasn't abandoned you, hasn't stopped pursuing you. His sole desire is to have a relationship with you, and if you're wanting to do that. And I started, talking more about the relationship aspect with our Father, and then her friend came and took her away. I was like, oh, she was really excited about it. And then I had another another person that I had. He was curious, and he didn't really come up and ask. I just kind of approached and said, hey, did you see the sign? They're like, yeah, I see that sign. And he's like, well, are you curious about it? I said, yeah, I'd like one. And he was base jumping off this building, and he went between these 2, like almost like Christmas candle things, and he was like, yeah, like tongues out and everything, like yeah, and he was totally no fear whatsoever. And I asked him if Christmas meant anything to him. He's like, no, I actually don't like it. And I was like, oh. And I pressed into it a little bit. What's the reason behind that? He says, well, because I grew up Southern Baptist, and they really held that dear or whatever, and he just rejected everything that the Southern Baptist Christian organization or denomination was about. And I was like, oh. I'm like, well, now I understand the full meaning of what was going on here. And I told myself, you need to forgive him. You need to forgive that whole thing. You don't want that bitterness to take root in your heart, because it's going to destroy who you are, and you don't want to allow that to dictate who you are. God doesn't want you to be caught up in that. And he was like, whoa, just totally like, whoa. And very receptive to it. Of course, he's with his friends, and his buddy was trying to get him to go, almost this whole time, but he kept insisting to stay. And so I ended up just blessing him. He was really touched by it, and then they go. And then off in a distance, there's these 2 girls, 2 young ladies. They were kind of looking at the sign, the free spiritual reading and dream interpretation sign, and they were just kind of looking at it. So I walked over and I said, hey, what do you guys, are you interested? What do you think about that? Like, yeah, we actually wanted to see if we could get a free spiritual reading. I ended up praying with them, and I saw the one girl was open to it, and I saw this antique shop. She was in this antique shop, and there was this antique light that just wouldn't turn on for her. And then I just was like, I asked her, do you like antiques? She's like, yeah, I do actually. I'm like, and I'm like, I know you, and this is why you like them, because she's very sentimental, and she has a kind of a nostalgic kind of mannerisms, characteristics about her that she really values. Memories and events of the past, and she brings them up, and it's really important to her. She's like, yes, oh my gosh, it's so right on. And I'm like, and what I really feel like what the Father is telling you is that, don't let it get to the point of depression. You don't want it to get you in a sullen mood where you become so focused on that you're not living anymore. He just wants to tell you it's not a bad thing that what you're doing. Just be cautious, be guarded about slipping into that depression, because he's here and he desires a relationship, move you into everything that you were created to do. And we ended up talking a little bit more about that, and so they were really touched and kind of go. You could tell her friend wanted to leave, and eventually they did, but they're very, very excited. And then there was another younger lady, and she was with her friend. So shout out to Care. Love you. You're amazing. Don't stop seeking the truth out, because you seek and you will find. John and Phil, they both had their amazing encounters. So it's really good that you just get out there and put yourself in an uncomfortable situation, because before long those uncomfortable situations will not be uncomfortable anymore. It'll just move so fluidly. With the Holy Spirit, and unbelievable stuff happens. It's just inevitable. Oh, sorry, it's 3 a.m. Stood out later than we wanted, but we had one guy at the very end that it was good. You could see good stuff was going on there, so just wanted to really, not rush those things. So good morning, love you guys, God bless you guys. Get a little uncomfortable, it's okay. See where the Holy Spirit will take you. It will be good. So just take a little risk, see what happens. Anyways, all right, love you guys.